Welcome to our channel, this health pulse showing you different body organs. Have you ever wondered if it is possible to tell if someone is a virgin by examining their hymen? Well, today we're gonna set the record straight. In this channel we make medical videos that matter to you. Let's start off with what is the hymen. The hymen is a thin membrane or a tissue that is located at the opening of the vagina. It is important to remember that the hymen is a normal anatomical variant and it varies in shape and size from person to person, and it can also be stretched. So the big question is, can you use the hymen to determine whether or not someone is a virgin? The answer is no. The hymen can stretch through exercise, through sports, even inserting a tampon. So it's not reliable to use the hymen to determine if someone is a virgin. In fact, let us show you some activities that can affect the hymen. It could be cycling, it could be gymnastics, any sort of exercise, running. Any of these activities can actually stretch the hymen. So there's no physical proof. There's no way to actually prove that someone is a virgin. It's also important to know that every body is different. Some people are born with what they call a minimal hymen, meaning it's a thin hymen, and it's really at the vaginal opening. Other people have a little bit more tissue that extends a little bit further into the vagina, but all of these variations are normal. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, the British Medical Journal, they all agree that there is no exam. There is no test that can prove that someone is a virgin. It's an outdated concept in medicine. We want you to imagine if you went to your doctor and said, "Hey doc, can you tell if I've had sex?" The doctor should respond, "That's an inappropriate question." It's not a medical question. It's not a relevant question, because in medicine we don't focus on whether or not someone has had sex. It's not a medical condition. It's a social concept. And hopefully one day soon it will not be stigmatized, and we'll live in a world where we respect each other and we focus on education and not on outdated concepts like virginity. Knowledge is power, and we want to empower you with medical knowledge. Have you ever wondered what happens when you stop masturbating? Check out this video. We explore the science of masturbation and what happens when you stop. Have you ever wondered what happens when you stop masturbating? Check out this video. We explore the science of masturbation and what happens when you stop. Have you ever wondered why you have discharge? This video explains it all. Alright, let's break this myth wide open. This is the virginity test. The idea that you can tell whether or not someone is a virgin by looking at their hymen. Let's start off by shattering some glass. There goes my old virginity test. So what even is a hymen? Meet the hymen, just a membrane. Here's a friendly animated diagram of female anatomy. The hymen is that little piece of skin down there. It's just a membrane. And here's something else. The hymen can't really be seen unless you're looking at it in an intimate way. It's covered by other parts of the body, so it doesn't really do anything. And if you are looking at it in an intimate way, well, you might notice that it has a pretty natural doorway variation. That's right, everyone's a little bit different down there, and that's totally okay. Here's another Mythbusters. Myth number 2. You can't tell if someone's a virgin or not by looking at their hymen. In fact, no medical professional can. No doctor, nurse, or anyone else can tell whether or not you've had sex by looking at your hymen. Sorry, Mythbusters, but you can't prove virginity by looking at someone's hymen. The virginity test is just plain wrong. But wait, there's more. Your hymen can change shape. All bodies are different, and that includes how your hymen looks and how it changes. Whether you're sitting, standing, exercising, or relaxing, your hymen can stretch and move. And that's completely normal. What activities affect the hymen? Here's a collage of active women doing sports, dance, and yoga. All of these activities can affect the hymen. The hymen can stretch during physical activity. These icons bounce into the screen showing before and after effects. A bicycle, horseback riding, a treadmill. These activities can all affect the hymen. The next myth, Buster, is a doozy. No one should ever tell you that you're not a virgin, not by looking at your hymen or any other part of your body. Only you know your story. Your body, your story. The virginity test is harmful because it puts the focus on a narrow and inaccurate definition of virginity. Instead, we should be focusing on consent, communication, and respect, and those things are important too. So remember, your body, your story. The virginity test is a myth. If you want to learn more about sexual and reproductive health, subscribe to our channel. We bust myths and provide accurate information about STDs, pregnancy, contraception, relationships, and more. We've got your back. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. Now let's go have an awesome day. Bye.